beep, 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 alert! Litecoin just blew by $100. It'll probably jump back down, jump around, but it's always fun when the big round numbers are hit. $100 is on the way to 1 to 4 Litecoin to Bitcoin ratio, and most people don't even understand it yet. I have always understood it since before Bitcoin was around. I was a big advocate of silver over gold. Why? Because there was less gold than there was silver, but also silver was a means of exchange. Probably not anymore because there's not enough of it. Because they kept the price so low for so long, silver has been consumed, and there's not enough silver to be used as a means of exchange. But at the time, it was the only means of exchange that was available, gold and silver, when the old system crashes. Now we have cryptocurrencies. And Bitcoin is not going to be a means of exchange. There's no reason for Bitcoin to be a means of exchange. There'll be many means of exchange, but Bitcoin probably will be the least likely to be a means of exchange because they want to lock it up. The world needs a store of value as well. And I agree that you lock up Bitcoin all you want. So the number 2 option for humanity is as a means of exchange, as you know, where you're going to get your Starbucks coffee, is Litecoin. There will be a lot. But number 2, the second choice behind Bitcoin, will be Litecoin. And this is what Charlie Lee has been working on for the past couple of years. This is why he sold all his Litecoin. You can have one guy being in charge of the global means of exchange. So I think it's going to 4 to 1 at least. It's like silver will go to 4 to 1 gold at least. At least. When manipulation ends. And also with cryptocurrency, when manipulation ends. And also when people understand, even within the crypto community, that Litecoin is going to be that means of exchange that we're going to need so badly when the banks come to Congress and say, bail us out again. JP Morgan went down and all of our funds are frozen because everybody is connected to everybody else through third-party derivatives. And nobody can get into their bank account, and they're just going to say, what the hell's going on? We need a different means of exchange. Litecoin will be one of those options. It probably won't be the first option that everybody in the world picks, but ultimately it will be. It will be super fast, like ridiculously fast, unlimited speed and no cost. With the Lightning Network and atomic swaps. Boom. Yes, it is still being implemented. Yes, it might take another 6 months to a year. That's nothing. That's nothing. And Lightning Network nodes are being set up all the time and growing and growing and growing. And just think of it, the Lightning Network node that's set up with Amazon for Litecoin. And then Bitcoin with atomic swaps. That's what Charlie's been working on. And that's why we are so excited about Litecoin, because the rest of the crypto community doesn't understand what is going on behind the scenes with the crashing of the old system. I've been fighting this battle for over 20 years. I found all this documentation in 2007 from the Federal Reserve Bank of Boston. I've done all the homework as to who is Satoshi Nakamoto, who is this guy Alan Greenspan, a computer programmer in the 60s, that all of a sudden was put head of the Fed. Imagine that, the world's largest gold bug put as head of the Fed. Why? Because he was the world's best computer programmer. Is he Satoshi? I think he's part of the group that invented Bitcoin. And I would say he's the number one guy, since he was the number one computer programmer throughout the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and 2000s. Yes, Alan Greenspan, the guy who screwed up Y2K. He only put 2 digits instead of 4. Oops! Read his book if you want to know more about that. But he also had a secret computer room in his office when people didn't even have computers back in the 60s and 70s. They were too expensive. So Greenspan had his Manhattan office, and then right next door was a secret computer room where he had the biggest computers and most expensive computers in the world. His boss was Arthur Burns, the head of the Fed, his mentor, excuse me. And Lowell Wiltbank, remember that name? Lowell Wiltbank is Rocky in the Road to Ruta comics. Lowell Wiltbank was in charge of the hardware for Alan Greenspan. He was running originally the punch cards through the computers, and then he, obviously over the years got into the real hardware. And they all worked for the Ayn Rand Collective and all that. Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Litecoin is the right coin. as a means of exchange. I am going to play that song for you right now because it's going to be a #1 hit very soon as we all turn to Litecoin and they're going to say, who's this guy Bix Weir who in 2018 wrote a Litecoin song that Charlie Lee was sitting there with him singing along in the background? Check out this song and buy more Litecoin because it is going to 4-1. Talk to you guys later.
Hey, Charlie's here. Thank you, Charlie, for coming. We're big fans of your coin.
Can you sing? No.
So, by the way, Charlie, we wrote a song for your coin and what we think is going to happen to it. I don't know if it will happen, but I'm really excited about it. It's called Litecoin is the right coin. And I know you believe that, right? Okay. So, your name is used in the song. Have you ever been in the song? You're going to like it. It's fun. All right, you guys ready? Well, first of all, look at all these crazy people, right? How many people like Litecoin? How many people are happy that many years ago Charlie was sitting at his computer and said, hey, I'm going to make a clone of Bitcoin, but it's got to be faster, it's got to be cheaper, it's got to be better. I'm going to make it the silver of Bitcoin's gold. Thank you for that. That was a good moment. That was a great moment. So this is our tribute to Litecoin and to you people. You lovely, crazy people. Ready? We're going to go fast or slow? We got drums.
It's your song. You
Like I'm ready. No. Hey, the crypto love. Are you wondering what to do? Where to put your money down? Grow the most for you. Well, they grow you all these choices. Afraid you're going to lose. I told you going to platform. You know you got to choose. The bank is out to get you. The economy's over the range. Litecoin is the right one as a means of exchange. Well, Charlie is the man, the one that you can trust. The nicest guy in cryptos, and now that's a must. When he sold all his Litecoin, donation to the cause. He still works his ass off, fixing all the flaws. I see Charlie has a plan, and bankers can't make change. Litecoin is the right one as a means of exchange. Litecoin is the right one as a means of exchange. If you'll buy a cup of coffee, when lightning is arranged, my bank is on my cell phone. I can walk in any store. I scan the code, I'm hunting the load, I'm walking out the door, and every crypto has a purpose. There's things about to change. Litecoin is the right one as a means of exchange. Well, Bitcoin ain't so bad. This way you got them slow. Too many confirmations, but did the core depth know? Not just Bitcoin Cash can really scale and grow. And she always scares me till we can pick the whole damn show. But we gotta use some. Everything's about to change. Litecoin is a right one as a means of exchange. But Litecoin is a right one as a means of exchange. You can buy a cup of coffee. Now lightning is arranged. My bank is on cell phone. I'm walking in your store. I scan the code, no time to load. I'm walking out the door. And every crypto has a purpose. Everything's about to change. Litecoin is the right one as a means of exchange. Here we go! Well, I'm a crypto kid.